Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, dogs, and cats, and welcome back. Well, not welcome back, I guess. Welcome to Dawn of Andromeda. This is a beta, open access, early access kind of game on Steam right now. It actually came out the 1st of December, so it's very new, and it's freaking awesome. I really like it. Like, I could not recommend this game more. If you play a lot of Civ, or like, you know, Stellaris, this game's great for you. Also, just like any kind of strategy RTS, this game is really cool. It's real time instead of taking turns. It's got like some differences. Of course, it's like in space or whatever, but it's a really good game. I would definitely recommend it. So we're gonna be playing it on the channel. So this first episode is gonna be kind of like a showcase episode, but it's also gonna be episode 1 of the playthrough. So welcome to the new game that we're gonna be playing on the channel, Dawn of Andromeda. Of course, we're in the Andromeda galaxy. That's like sort of the plot or whatever. We're in the Andromeda galaxy, of which is of course the galaxy that is sort of, you know, far, like it's the closest one to our galaxy, the Milky Way, that we can kind of see in the distance if there's no light pollution. But okay, we're gonna start a new game, and this is really cool. I love how you can customize your game, and as you can see, like, you know, it's a new game, you know, so they don't have like a lot of the options, a lot of the features added yet. So there's things that are like not available to do, but then yeah, you can choose your empire. But the cool thing that I've found about this is you can create your own custom races. So like you can look through these guys, like they have a bunch of different models for, like, you know, these different guys. And then the poopy buttholes was the one that I made just to like figure out, you know, how the game works and stuff. That was my test game that I was doing last night. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. But you can make your own custom races. So whoops. Should I just delete the poopy buttholes on accident? No, I don't want to just delete poopy buttholes. That was a mistake. But I guess I still have my save, which has poopy buttholes in it. So it's whatever. So you have these sets of guys here that we can choose from, and they're all like, you know, like there's the one that's like based off humans, the one that's kind of like, you know, like stereotypical aliens, and there's all this other crazy shit. But you know, I saw a comment before. Said we should, you know, the nation should be called the Red Pepe, because of course, if you remember, in our stream of Hoi 4, we created a giant communist faction that consisted of a bunch of European countries that was called the Red Pepe, because of course our stream is about memes, so we do enjoy a bit of Pepe here and there. So I was thinking, like, which one of these guys kind of looks like Pepe? None of them really look like Pepe too much. I mean, I guess this guy kind of looks like Pepe, but I wish you could turn him green or something. That'd be kind of cool, right? But then you can customize their flag. So maybe we can make the flag green, like a green Pepe flag. Shit. Oh, look at this. That eye looks almost like one of Pepe's eyes. So we're going to be going with this symbol here. It's the way you can customize your flags. This is pretty cool. It'd be cool if there was, like, more symbols, or you could, like, I don't know, somehow put together shapes and stuff to make your own symbols or something. I think that'd be kind of sweet. But this is definitely really cool, and definitely like super cool for open beta. So it's even cool that they even included this. This would seem like something that, you know, they would just release during the full release of the game. And then you can choose your ship style, so you can choose which kind of ship you want. I think probably they'll end up using more ships by the time they release it, because there's just a few options here. But even just these options are all super cool. Like, look at this. This looks like a laser pistol or something. And this looks like the little guys from that, you know, freaking 80s movie. I can't remember what it's called. You know what I'm talking about. The little guys that come down from space, and then they, like, are really good at fixing things. But there's that one bully guy that wants to tear down, you know, the buildings. And it's a complicated story, and I can't remember the name of it, so I'm just going to stop talking about it. But which one of these things? Oh, look at this one. Oh, this one's green, so I think the Pepes will like to use green ships, you know? So maybe we're going to use that one. And then we're going to, of course, title our guys the Red Pepes. And it says red here. The red is for, you know, because we're communist, right? So we're communist Pepes. So maybe we should choose a red ship. These ones are pretty red. I used these ones during my test one. They're pretty cool looking. The red, which one looks communist though? I'd say like this one kind of looks communist to me. I don't know. Maybe this one's like a cooler version of that one though. So we'll use this one, and we'll make our flag, of course, red because we are communists. I forgot about that. I deeply apologize. Okay, is there one that looks like maybe a star or something? No? Shit, okay. Because we could have like just a big communist star on there. Okay, Pepe. Now we can decide our traits. So some of these are like, I don't know why a lot of these are on here. These are your customizable you know, race traits. So like a bunch of these are really crappy, like clumsy shipwrights. Your ship's HP have a penalty of 10%. Like, why would you ever choose that? I don't know. Deceitful. Positive relations have a bonus of 4, while negative relations have a penalty of 4, which is actually, this can be a good one because, you know, if you're like a warmongering kind of civ or whatever, you don't really care, but you want to have like one ally or something, this would be good because it would increase your allies, but you don't really care about making peace, so it doesn't really matter. But there's also some like really overpowered ones, like this one, where your research infrastructure is built 10 or 35% faster, and also hard workers industry infrastructure is built 35% faster. So we're taking both of those, and then there's some that like allow you to live on certain planets, like desert planets and gas planets, and then also there's other things like cultured, prosperity improved by 1. Prosperity is pretty important. It makes it so, you know, like factions like rebels won't rise up against you, which is a really cool feature. I think, like, you know, your civilization can literally, like, if your prosperity isn't high enough and your approval rating isn't high enough, then parts of your galaxy will rise up in civil war against you, and, you know, new nations will be born. And also there's a thing in this game that's really, really cool that I kind of like wanted to be in Mount and Blade Bannerlord, which is minor races. So basically in this game there's these little like minor races that aren't, you know, like of the big major guys that are taking over the galaxy and stuff. They just live on like one planet, but you can, like, they're kind of like city states in Civ, except instead of just them being a city state and they're just sitting there, they can become a whole thing themselves. Like, they can grow into a big civilization. You can like fund them and they'll like learn technology, and they'll start building ships, and they'll start, you know, taking over stuff too. So like, it's not just limited to the civilizations we have here. Anything can rise up out of anything. It's really cool. Diverse reduces the chances of rebel factions by 25%. That's a pretty good one. I don't ever choose the religious or irreligious because these ones, they only affect each other. So like, if I choose irreligious, then I'm, you know, like, relations with empires with that religious trait will be reduced by 5. If I choose religious, relations with empires with the irreligious trait will be reduced by 5. So they don't really make sense. So like, if I choose one that I'm just mostly, all I am doing is risking losing 5 relations with another planet or another person. Loyal ally, relations with allies are improved by 5. So there's a lot of things on here. Militaristic, prosperity isn't affected if empires at war. Relations with empires with the pacifist trait receive a 4 penalty. So I don't know. There's some really OP ones on here. There's some okay ones, and then there's some obvious, like, don't choose those kind of ones. Population is kind of important. Growth rate has a 15%. Great farmers. Farming infrastructure is built 35% faster. That's probably pretty important. You just want to be able to grow really fast. And then where's one that, like, I guess, like, makes you strong? Military. Militaristic. Is that what that does? Great negotiators. The chance of another empire accepting a diplomatic proposal is increased by 25%. That is pretty overpowered. So do I get one more? Okay, I get one more. And I think that maybe we should choose, like, live on gas planets or live in desert planets, just so we can have a bigger chance of finding a colonizable planet. I don't know whichever one of these, like gas planet or desert planet, is better. I guess maybe just like gas planet. Maybe there's more of those. What's this one over here? It's kind of hiding over here. Internally united, prosperity has a bonus of 1. That's pretty good. But I think we're good here. Oh shit, we have 6 of 5. Wait. Oh, okay. We have to get rid of one. Great negotiators, cultured. Okay, so we already have one that gives us a prosperity bonus. So cultured and internally united both do that. They're the same thing pretty much. So if you're going for like a really good prosperity build, I guess, if you could call it that. Both of those would be important. Great farmers. All three of these are pretty overpowered, I think. I guess we could take off, like, negotiators. I'd say that's probably fine. I think we're good here. We have a pretty OP build, just everything builds really fast, and we can live on gas planets, so there we go. And now we can enter our description because we're, of course, creating a new race. So our description is going to be communist PEPES in the galaxy with laser ships and guns. Okay. Hail. Okay. Alright, there we go. The red PEPES are, of course, in the game now, and we are going to be taking over the galaxy. So, next, we've selected our race. Our objective is to defeat all factions. I think that's probably fine. Allied victory, it's whatever. We'll just defeat all factions. We'll defeat our allies afterwards. Started with a single colony. I think that's probably fine. And then, of course, all this stuff is for the final version of the game, or I guess maybe they could release parts of it, the beta, into it or whatever. And so we're good on this screen. Next, galaxy size. Oh shit, we can make it like super small, or we can make it like big. I kind of like big stuff. So since we're gonna do like a series, we'll do it on the big one, so we can have like plenty of episodes and stuff. Resources, common. I think all this stuff is just common. It's fine. Pirate factions. Pirate factions suck, by the way. Not that like it's a bad feature or anything. They're just really hard, and I hate them. Minor races. I like minor races a lot, so I'm gonna make minor races very common. And the game difficulty, guys, this is my first playthrough, so I guess I'm just gonna go normal. And we're gonna start the game. Okay. So hopefully I'm not just like super horribly, terribly bad at this game and just like lose super fast. I really hope not. So now we get to appoint our council. So this basically affects how your empire is gonna run. So we have a bunch of different guys here, a bunch of different races, a bunch of different dudes, and they have different traits. So these guys will help run your empire in a different way. So of course this guy's a utopic guy. His traits are disloyal. He'll increases the chances of him quitting by 25%. And I found that like if you keep them at least like 50% happy or whatever, they won't leave. They're fine. Or I didn't have anyone leave on me my first time, so maybe it's just like my time experience. Faster research infrastructure developed by 50% if he's a governor. So if we make him a governor, he's gonna be fucking awesome. So we're gonna select him. Okay. We get 5 of them. So charismatic, bonus 1 to relations with other empires if a council member. So he has a bonus of 1 relations with every single guy or other nation. Earns experience 20% faster, so he'll grow really fast. But that basically affects this. Fanatical, penalty on his happiness caused by the empire having a different government type is doubled. But bonus if the same government is also doubled. So, that's kind of confusing. So I think maybe we're going to step aside from that guy just because my small brain doesn't understand. What is this guy's bad? Xenophobe, penalty of 1 relations with other empires as council member. Okay, so he's just a weirdo. I guess that would balance out the other guy we chose. Oh wait, did we not choose that guy? Oh yeah, it would balance out this guy. So it would basically only give us fanatical. So I'm not sure if this guy's too good either. What about these dudes over here? Farmer, faster farming infrastructure development by 50% if a governor. Temperamental, not following his advice has an impact twice as big on his happiness. Okay, well, we'll follow his advice then. We'll select him. Faster learner, he earns experience really fast. These guys are dictatorial people, so they like dictatorships. Earns 20% faster. He's disloyal. He's militaristic. Okay, so we got kind of a lot of shitty guys here. We're definitely selecting this dude because he's good compared to all these other crazy people. This person just freaks out if you don't listen to him. So that's his only bad thing. I guess we'll choose him, and we have to choose one of these dudes. So, which is the least bad out of all of these guys? Earns experience 20% faster. Increases the chance of him quitting. Okay, this is like this is a good one. Not following his advice doesn't affect his happiness. Xenophobe, and fanatical. Jeez, this is hard. This is hard. Fast learner, disloyal, and militaristic. I guess we'll just choose the militaristic guy. Start researching. Okay, and here's the tech tree. It's like it goes like in either direction, which is kind of cool. So it doesn't just like start on one side and go, you know, one way. It starts in the center and it branches out both directions. And it's not just one tech tree too. There's a military one, and there's like a I guess like infrastructure kind of one, and there's also a science one. So you get sciences, you get, you know, infrastructure, you get military, and there's also projects. So projects are really cool. You basically research stuff when you figure out, when you find new things. Like if you find a civilization, you get to like research it, and it'll increase your relations with them. It'll also tell you like new things about them. And artifacts, you basically will find things in space that can teach you stuff about the galaxy or whatever, about history, and you study it and you find out things about it. And a lot of them can like teach you things, and a lot of them can just be shit, like not teach you anything. So I found like, you know, it's usually good to like go infrastructure or economy. I guess this is the economy tab. It's usually good to go economy like for the first. So sustainable solar cities is good. It increases housing and infrastructure. Increases the maximum influence by 5 with charismatic leaders, which is really good. Influence is really important for making other civilizations do what you want. Solid fuel engines. I guess this makes your engines better. Nano farms makes your farming infrastructure better, so you get more food, which is of course very important to have good food, or else people will not like you. So I guess probably, and what's in the sciences too? We got applied xenosciences. This is going to take 1 year and 11 months at where we're at right now, so I don't think we're going to research that one. 1 year. Advanced universities raises the maximum level of social infrastructure in your colonies by 1. I guess this would be a good one to do, but I guess we're going to go back to here. Sustainable solar cities, 2 months and 1 week. That's pretty good, and it's going to open up a bunch of shit over here. So I think we'll do sustainable solar cities, and we can also like add stuff to our queue. So we can add like charismatic leaders to our queue as well. Sorry, I gotta like actually add these to the queue. There we go. So now it says 1 and 2, and so they'll research them in that order. Okay, so here we are. Wow, look at this. This is our starting plot here. You can use the middle mouse button to like kind of like view everything. Shit, where are we? Okay, we're kind of on the outer edge here, and so all the other civs are spawning all out here. We'll check this out. There's a little black hole there. That's crazy. All the other civs have spawned here, and we're right here. And usually we spawn actually fairly close to each other. So this is our home planet, of course. Nice looking home planet. And if a planet is colonizable, it will have like a little flag. So these other planets in our galaxy are not colonizable, so we can't actually like make planets, or we can't make cities on them or whatever. So here's our home planet. We have to give it a governor, and which is the one that like was a really good governor or something. Maybe it's neither of these guys. Oh, neither of the guys that were good governors are available to be governor here. So earns 20% faster, whatever. I guess we'll just choose like this guy because it doesn't really matter. Oh man, okay, here's our planet screen where you do a bunch of shit. You can buy ships here. You can customize ships, which is freaking awesome. You can also invest into the city. So we have like a good housing infrastructure here because of like a trait we chose somewhere along the line. So for your first planet, I found that it's just really good to like invest money into pretty much everything. I mean, it's gonna cost a lot of money to do this, but you want your home planet to be pretty strong, and we're still making money here. We still have +3 money being made on this planet, and we have quite a bit of gold, so we're good to start, but we need to be careful. You can't invest too much money, or else, you know, you'll start draining your economy. The approval rating is 58%, and that's just because we have both dictatorial people and other like democratic people in our cabinet. Liquid Hubernite. This is something we can export, so we're going to be exporting it, making a little money. And yeah, that's about it here in the screen, unless we want to like make some ships, and I think we probably do, but we don't want to like make ships that are just like boring old like normal ships. We want to customize our own ship. Okay, we're going to make the Red Pepe Legion. Okay, so we got all these tabs up here, right? And this tab right here is our units. So this is our units that we have existing, and this is our ship designs, and we can create our own ships. Isn't that sick? So we can make it be a light ship, a heavy ship, a capital ship, or a station. Now stations are really cool. Basically stations are something you build, and it just flies, it orbits a planet that you build it on, and it basically acts as a defense. So, you know, acts as like a castle or whatever in Civ, except it actually shoots back at stuff. And this game's in real time, so you see how I paused it? If I press play, even while I'm in this screen, it's still going. So we want to create, oh shit, look at these capital ships. These look awesome. Okay, I think we're gonna make a capital ship, and then we'll maybe make some heavy ship, or maybe make a heavy ship design as well. So weapons, we have some weapons. We can also research more weapons in the future. So we'll make like, this will be like the Red Pepe capital ship V1, or whatever we decide to name it. We have like bolt lasers. We want this just to be really strong, so we're gonna give it like a phaser gun, and swarm missiles. Oh shit, my thing went off. Just ignore that. And we can just make it, you know, do tons of damage. So we're gonna give it lots of weapons. Actually, we're gonna change this bolt laser to just more pierce phasers and more missiles, because missiles will like track down things. You know, you can miss with the phasers, you can shoot and miss, but the missiles will like seek, you know, so they'll do good. The defense, we want like some good defense. We want some maybe two shields. We'll get one nuclear engine, and for our modules, so these allow this ship to do different things. So we could give it like a colony module, so this big warship can also create colonies on other planets, which is really cool. But we want this to be a warship, so I think we want it to have a self-repair kit. And as you can see, as we're building this ship up, the cost is going up like crazy, so we need to be careful we don't like make this too expensive. Self-repair kit, as well as an extra shield charger, will make it really hard to kill. So I think this ship's good. And we can also customize like the little icon for the ship. Now this is the like bigger ship's icon, so I'm gonna keep it as that one. And this one is going to be the, I don't know, the red death. the big, how about this one? How about this one? Okay, the big red one. Okay, you guys ever play Call of Duty 2, the big red one? That's a great one, right? Call of Duty, no, just the big red one. Okay, and confirm. Okay, we've designed the big red one, and it is now here. For a while it was hard for me to like, wait, where's my ship? But then I found actually like this stupid like bar over here. The big red one is down there. And we've created a new design, and now let's actually build it. So the big red one, boom, we are now building it. Another ship, another good one. We want to have a lot of survey ships. So survey ships are really important. Since we have a lot of money, we're just going to be, I'd say let's just buy like a few of these just to actually have a fleet. There we go. We spent a ton of money, but we're gonna buy a few of these, you know, like default ships, just so we can get a fleet going. Survey ships are really important because basically, in this great galaxy of Andromeda, you will find weird shit, and you need something that can study it. That's basically how it goes. So we're going to be setting this guy. This is our little scout ship. You always start out with a scout ship, unless like maybe you can change that in the settings or something. we're going to set him to auto explore. So we're going to make it a little bit faster so we can see him go. So there's a colonizable planet already just in this galaxy right next to us. So we're going to want to snag that, I think. That's probably a really good one to do. So our guy's flying around, exploring shit. And apparently, like, some ship found us. We're making contact with other species already. We made contact with, like, 3 of them. The big red one has been built, so we have a big red one now. Here we can see our diplomacy tab, and we can see that who we discovered was actually a pirate clan. And these pirate assholes just want to, like, make you pay for the land you already own, which is total bullshit, but whatever. We'll fight them, we'll kill them. But yeah, as we were discovering this land, very much, we will discover very much, I guess, I don't know what I'm trying to say there. The red Pepes will rule the galaxy, okay? But yeah, so next episode, we're going to be ending this episode here. Next episode, we're going to basically land on this planet, create a colony, and move our giant fleet there. We're going to kill some pirates. We're going to be awesome. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this, make sure to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you all next time when the red Pepes they just take over everything, okay? They just kill everything. All right, peace.